Hi, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, and it contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name. Now, today's chapter is chapter 8 of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which is chapter 5 of the book of Zion. And it is called, Who Hath Declared This? And it goes something like this. The ancient God of Israel has told us many things. It is He who has declared this. He turns his attention now to the nations of Israel and Zion, and to the city of Jerusalem. Jerusalem gets the temple rebuilt. Its days of being cursed are over. It is a declaration of God to Israel. The ancient aliens remind us that the family of Abraham was chosen to carry the message of the gray to the world, but they rejected the voice of God and were punished by the events of our world history. The children of Abraham, their lives are spared, but at a high price. The accuracy of the prophecy of the future history of Israel is amazing. Clearly, the ancient gray knew what would happen to the Jewish people. The watchers were always there to make sure that their plan was carried out. Their plan is to replace Israel with Zion. The Israelites had to be replaced because they rejected the voice of God. The gray are a telepathic race, so the only way that we can hear them is with our minds. God is the voice that the Jews rejected, so the grays must replace them. That is their plan. When Israel demanded a human king rather than a God as king, they rejected the voice. The priests were meant to be the authority. The God would rule. The king would only be the voice of the people, a part of the governing body. But Israel refused, wanting to be like other nations, ruled solely by men. Therefore, Israel was allowed to be like everyone else, but they would pay a very heavy price. All of the curses of the laws of Moses would be enacted against them. The people of Israel would suffer throughout history as an example to Zion of what they would suffer for rejecting God. History has proven the high price of being like other nations. Zion, the people who will replace Israel, will be blind to their own identity, but they will have the voice of God. They will hear the voice, and they will love it. They won't know it, but that which they love most will be their connection to the gray, because they will also be telepathic. But the people of Zion are a proud people. They reject the religions of Abraham and their descendants, rejecting Israel. They too are punished for their outward rejection of the God of Israel, their gray connection, the source of their innate sense of pride. The ancient gray instructed us to gather the people of Zion together, for he has declared their identity, and will justify all of their doings. He will defend them against the idol worshippers who rule over them. God instructs his people to assemble to hear his testimony. God declares himself a just God. He has openly, from ancient times, declared the identity of his people known as Zion. The gray alone are the true God. There is no other. Everyone must accept this truth or suffer the consequences. Then it says that all the seed of Israel will be justified. This is the next element of the controversy of Zion, the seed of Israel. That is the glory of the people created by the grave. This seed is the key to the identity of the people to be known as Zion. This key, this seed, creates a new Jew from anyone on earth. Those who bear the seed of Israel are given the gift of telepathy. They are the future priests of the grave. God declares that the telepathic Zionite people are descended from Abraham and Sarah, their parent religion having been based on the Torah. This adoption of Zion into Israel keeps the promise made to Abraham that his children would be priests to the grave forever. The Grey intend to keep their promise to Abraham. His children, Zion, will be the priests of the temple. They will be the voice of the Grey on earth. The temple will be rebuilt in Jerusalem. The descendants of Jacob safe and at home in Israel. The Grey honor their promises to Abraham, foretelling the future of both Zion and Israel. It is declared that the captivity of Israel will return. Not seized. That's all I have to say. But there is also the captivity of Zion. Now, the people of Zion are created by oppression, by oppressing of the seed, making criminals of innocent people who use the seed for their own pleasure. The people of Zion mirror Israel. They also anger the Grey and are held captive by the governments that rule over them. Both Israel in World War II and the current Zionite prohibition are the captivities declared long ago. But this time, God, the Grey, will have mercy on both houses of Israel. They will justify them both and return to them, giving them both their promised homelands, ensuring their perpetual connection. The Grey lay claim to both Zion and Israel. God declares next that when the identity of the children of Zion becomes known, the Israelites will be amazed and will sanctify the Grey. They will see the error of their ways and embrace their new family members. A new nation will be created. This new nation of Zion will be created as a priesthood, a human nation of Grey humans. This chapter closes with the promise to end the curse placed upon Jerusalem. Israel will know peace. The temple will be rebuilt. The Grey will return to redeem us all. So ends part 1 of chapter 8 of the Pot Smoker's Bible. Stay happy and high, my friends. See you next time. Later.